Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sara. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
And today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
We have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by the President and CEO for SeniorsPlus, Betsy Sawyer-Manter. Welcome back.
Well, it's great to be here. Great to see you guys.
We thank you for making time for us. We are going to be talking about the Fill the Plate Breakfast, which is 1 week from tomorrow.
It is.
Right?
Coming right up.
Yes, it's a big event for Seniors Plus, and we'll also get some updates on your new Education and Nutrition Center.
Correct.
And a whole lot more.
Neat.
Before we get to all that, let's take a look at some headlines for Thursday, May 7th.
The city of Lewiston is reminding residents that the deadline to request an absentee ballot for the school budget election is today at 4 p.m. All absentee ballots must be returned by 8 p.m. on Election Day, May 12th. In-person voting will take place at the Longley School Gym from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. A sample ballot is available at lewistonmaine.gov.
The Lewiston Auburn Veterans Council is seeking volunteers to place 7,500 American flags on veterans' gravestones on May 16th. The annual tradition is a meaningful way for families, youth groups, co-workers, and neighbors to spend a morning honoring veterans before Memorial Day. No sign-up is needed, and flags will be provided.
A study by AAA revealed that extreme weather could be affecting electric vehicles and hybrids. The study found that temperatures below 20 degrees can affect battery performance, and temperatures above 90 degrees can reduce efficiency and fuel ranges. The study also found that 35% of surveyed adults say they're considering buying an EV for their next vehicle.
And the second of 3 Lewiston Live festivals is tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m. at Dufresne Plaza. The city will close a section of Lisbon Street from Ash to Main Streets for a few hours of street performances, circus talent, and family-friendly fun. For more information, visit the city's Facebook page. Now it's time for the weather.
The weather? Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love. Mostly sunny today with a high of 59 and a low of 42. A mixture of sun and clouds tomorrow with a high of 55 and a low of 36. And a sunny start to Saturday before rain and clouds move in with a high of 59 and a low of 38.
In sports, Sonny Gray returned from injury to scatter 4 hits over 5 shutout innings as the Red Sox beat the Detroit Tigers 4-0. It was Boston's first series sweep of the season. They'll head home for a 4-game series with the Tampa Bay Rays starting tonight at 7.
Ain't you going to a game?
I'm going on Sunday.
Yay! On our high school scoreboard in boys lacrosse, it was Lewiston over Levitt in overtime, actually a double overtime, 8-7.
The Maine Mayhem women's football team will visit the Buffalo Blizzard on Saturday at 6 p.m.
And Central Maine Community College baseball will take on Central Penn in the USCAA National Tournament on Monday in Du Bois, Pennsylvania.
That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. Betsy, I'm surprised you didn't join us on that one.
I'm trying to behave over here.
You're trying to behave. You're just watching like we're some kind of spectacle.
Yeah,
or
it's sort
something.
of like watching a show, you know.
It is time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Slim pickings in the FPB files today. We're going to start off with Eagle Eye Cherry, who is 55 years old today. Betsy, have you ever heard of that guy?
No.
Yes.
That's really a name, huh?
It is, yes. He's a singer and a stage performer. His 1998 single, Save Tonight, achieved commercial success in Ireland, the U.S., and the United Kingdom. He's the son of American jazz artist Don Cherry and Swedish artist and designer Moki Cherry. And he's also the half-brother of Nena Cherry of Buffalo Stance fame.
Really?
Yeah, when's the last time you did the Buffalo Stance? Sarah?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Look at you. Keeping the 80s alive. Gotta love it. And rounding out FPBs for May the 7th is director Amy Heckerling, 74 years old today. Directed Fast Times at Ridgemont High in 1982. She also directed Johnny Dangerously, National Lampoon's European Vacation, Look Who's Talking, and Clueless.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
30 years ago in 1996, Martin Lawrence was hospitalized after suffering a nervous breakdown where he ran into traffic yelling at cars and screaming, "Fight the establishment."
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
In the mid-90s, though, wasn't he making movies with Will Smith back then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Who knew?
34 years ago in 1992, the 27th Amendment barring shady congressmen from giving themselves a midterm pay raise was ratified when Michigan became the 38th state to approve it, a mere 203 years after it was proposed.
Shady congressman, bite your tongue.
No.
Never heard of such a thing.
Never. 39 years ago in 1987, Shelley Long's final episode of Cheers aired. After teasing the romantic tension between Sam and Diane for the first 5 seasons of the show, Diane calls off their wedding and leaves her job to finish her novel. She eventually returned to put the final nail in the coffin of her relationship with Sam for the series finale.
You like Cheers, right?
I loved Cheers.
How can you not like Cheers, right, Betsy?
Great show.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you prefer as Sam's love interest? Shelley Long or Kirstie Alley?
Shelley.
Oh, Shelley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yes, totally.
It was fine, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
She's so neurotic and perfect in that role.
She was.
It was great. 61 years ago in 1965, Keith Richards fell asleep in the early hours of the morning while improvising on a new guitar in his hotel room in Clearwater, Florida. When he woke up, he couldn't remember the riff, but noticed a tape recorder he'd left running and played back the opening for I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
How serendipitous.
How crazy.
We all know how that song goes.
Yeah. That's the one, yeah. 81 years ago in 1945, World War II ended when Germany signed an unconditional surrender in France. And lastly, 308 years ago in 1718, the city of New Orleans was founded by the French.
And we're talking about the actual city of New Orleans, not the train that was made famous in the song.
Nope, nope,
Sung
different
by
thing.
Arlo Guthrie. He didn't write it, but he sang
Didn't write it.
Yeah.
Right.
Steve Goodman wrote it.
Steve Goodman wrote it. Look at Betsy with the big brain over there.
Yeah.
But Arlo made it more famous than anyone.
He absolutely did, and everyone thinks he wrote it.
But he didn't. So those are your FPBs and OTDs for May the 7th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the LA area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Looking for a vehicle but don't love the car shopping experience? At K&R Auto on Center Street in Auburn, Frankie Campbell is known as your friend in the car business. That means no pressure, honest conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your budget and your life. Stop by K&R Auto today and see how easy buying a car can feel when you've got a friend on your side.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
And now, we shift focus fully to our guest in studio, President and CEO for SeniorsPlus, Betsy Sawyer-Manter. And Betsy, before we get to the big event and the Nutrition Center, can you give us an overview of what SeniorsPlus is all about?
Sure. We've been around a long time, since 1972, and we are the Area Agency on Aging. And what that means is that we are the place you turn to when you have questions, issues that concern aging, whether it's you're an adult child looking to help a parent, someone concerned about a neighbor, or you yourself are an older adult. And so what we help people do is to stay at home as long as possible, as independently as possible. So the kinds of things we do is answer a lot of questions help people sort of navigate where to go for assistance. And then we do some things directly, like you probably heard of Meals on Wheels.
I have.
Probably our most famous program. It's national. It's a national model. So we do that. We do social dining, which is where people come together and eat together, have a meal. We do a lot of caregiver programming, support groups. We help with respite care. We don't actually provide the respite care, but we give people resources so they can purchase respite care. We do a lot of Medicare counseling for people that are turning 65 or people that are already on Medicare, but they may need a different plan. They might be on the wrong plan. We help them with that. And we're Switzerland. We do not sell products. We are not an insurance broker. We are just there to provide accurate, truthful information about here's the type of plan you need, not who should you buy it from. Right. And we do a lot of educational programming at our center here in Lewiston, where it could be anything from coming in and taking a chair yoga class to we have a game day. We have puzzle swaps. We have support groups for grief. We have support groups for caregiving. So it's anything really. If you have a question about aging, call us.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
All of it.
Yes.
And we also have an office in Wilton and in Norway. But our big office is really here in Lewiston.
Yep. And how long have you been with Seniors Plus?
I have been with Seniors Plus 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I committed for 5 when I started the job. I don't know what happened in the intervening time.
Maybe you liked it.
But I've had a lot of fun, and it's been a great job. And I've loved working here in the L.A. And the whole Western Maine communities. I'm from Aroostook County originally.
You are?
I am.
I am too.
I know.
Have we talked about this?
We have talked about this.
Oh my gosh. My memory.
It's okay.
Tell me where you're from.
Presque Isle.
Okay, yeah.
But I haven't lived there in a very long time. But I when I go out to sort of get out beyond the cities, it really reminds me of Northern Maine. That the people are the same. It's that small town feeling. So I love Western Maine. It's a really great place to work.
Yeah. It seems like it can be very rewarding work.
It is frustrating at times because it's anytime you're dealing with nonprofit work, you're dealing with the political arena because so much of our funding is based on decisions that are made by public policy people like, what did you call those legislators, those congressmen?
Shady congressmen.
Well,
That's what I said.
That's what Sara calls them.
That's what I said.
That was pretty funny. So we're sort of at the political whim of however the wind is blowing, so to speak. So, but the work itself, when you see that you've helped somebody and you've made a difference in their life, that's really the mission.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 week from tomorrow is a very big event for Seniors Plus. It is the Fill the Plate Breakfast right across the street from us over here at the Auburn Hilton. What is that event all about?
That event is to really draw attention to the need for funding for Meals on Wheels and support for the Meals on Wheels program in particular. And it is a time to come together. We have a keynote speaker this year, Katie Zerilli. She's a storyteller. She's from Maine as well, and she tells some really funny stories. If you get a chance, look her up on some of her Instagram and TikToks and all those. She has a really funny Spring in Maine piece that I thought was right on. So she's our keynote, kind of just a storyteller. And then we are going to be honoring Stan Wheeler, who is this gentleman from Farmington who he and a group of people offer a meal monthly at the Old South Church. And they serve about 130 people a month. And during the shutdown of the SNAP program last fall, they started offering weekly meals because people didn't get their SNAP benefits. And they actually served 1,100 meals during the month of November. And this is all volunteer run. So he's getting the Icaria Award, which is an award that recognizes someone who's contributed to the well-being of older people in this region. So it's nice to be honoring someone from one of the more rural parts of our region. So we're excited. I'll host the event. And we have a little fun. It's quick, 7 to 9. You're out. You're in. You're out. Come get a great breakfast. And tickets are still on sale for $35.
Very reasonable. And what's the best place for folks to purchase tickets?
They can do it online at SeniorsPlus.org, or they can call us, or they can walk into our office at 8 Falcon Road and purchase a ticket.
All right. And that's 8 Falcon Road in Lewiston?
In Lewiston, yes.
Perfect. This is a fundraiser for the Meals on Wheels program. And Betsy, for folks who may not be familiar with Meals on Wheels, could you explain what that is?
I sure can. Meals on Wheels is a home-delivered meal that we take to people who, for a variety of reasons, maybe cannot make their own meal or get out to get food. Many are homebound, but some are just have medical conditions that don't allow them to be able to cook. And so it is a third of the day's RDA for an adult. And so we want to make sure people are getting nutritious food, not just food, but nutritious food. So it has to meet certain standards. It's kind of a three-legged stool. It's the meal, but it's also a social visit from the person delivering that meal. And for some people, that's the only person they see all day long or maybe all week long. And then the third piece is it's a well-being check. We've actually found people who were on the floor and no one had, was around to help them. And we've called the emergency and saved lives, honestly. But it's also like paying attention to, like, is this person seem more disheveled than they did a month ago? Is their appearance changing? Do they seem confused? So our volunteers are actually looking for those kinds of things as well. Yeah. And it's mostly volunteer driven. So anybody looking for a volunteer gig, driven, no pun intended, but it's volunteer drivers is what we need to deliver these meals. So anyway, and we have lots of volunteer opportunities at Seniors Plus, but in particular, the Meals on Wheels program is very volunteer dependent.
Is that the largest program that you offer?
It is the largest program that we offer here in this region, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And approximately how many volunteers do you have for Meals on Wheels?
Gosh, before the pandemic, we had a lot. It's been hard to rebuild that. I think right now we have about 50 volunteers.
Wow.
But could use more. And we're even thinking we'd like to have some people that are just sort of on-call volunteers. So a volunteer calls out sick or a volunteer goes on vacation. It would be really great if we had a little crew of people you could call and just, they'll come in for the day.
What type of person makes a good volunteer for Meals on Wheels?
I think someone who is organized. I think someone who doesn't mind meeting new people and going into someone's home, because we do ask the volunteer to actually go to the home and deliver the meal, and sometimes that means actually walking into the home. I think just someone who wants to give back to the community. We'll train. It's a clean driving record.
Yeah, that's important.
Important.
Sure.
A reliable vehicle.
Yeah.
We pay mileage.
Yeah.
Right now it's a little tough with the gas prices, but hopefully those are going to come back down. So
Someday.
we'll hope. I filled my car up yesterday. I'm like, gulp.
I had to fill both cars on Monday. Not good.
Yeah.
Take out a loan?
Yeah.
Can you set me up with a payment plan
Yeah.
so I can fill up my car?
At Irving.
At Irving, yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Education and Nutrition Center, which I believe the last time you were here, we were talking about fundraising for that building.
We were.
We were on the brink of groundbreaking, right?
We were. We broke ground last August, believe it or not. Yeah, it was just a rendering, I think, the last time I was here.
Yeah.
And if anybody's driven down Mollison over in Lewiston, you see this building going up, this sort of interesting looking building. We were talking about that a little bit ago. It has some really interesting lines to it and a shape. It's about a 12,000 square foot building, and it's going to house our nutrition kitchen, packing, and delivery distribution center for actually all three counties. We make our meals here in Lewiston and then distribute them out.
Yeah, you're not, but you're currently not in that building.
No, we're over at the Guard Armory on Alfred Plord.
Yeah.
And they've been wonderful landlords. They've been great, but we have outgrown that building so long ago. We're packed in like sardines over there. And this new building it's a state-of-the-art kitchen. It's absolutely beautiful. And the other side of the building is a new expanded education center where we will have these small rooms, we call them pods, for telehealth, telelegal, anything that people need to have a private space to get online and through technology take care of something, whether it's a family meeting or something like that. Because a lot of people don't have a computer at home or they don't have a really good access. We'll have free Wi-Fi. We have a computer lab we created for older adults so you can freshen up your skills or learn new ones or just learn at all. And 2 education center rooms so we can be offering 2 different classes at the same time. So it's amazing, and it's built for older adults, so it's great.
It's probably super accessible and easy to navigate.
Absolutely.
Oh,
all
cool.
one floor. It's just wonderful.
Where did the idea come from for this center?
Well, we needed a kitchen. We knew we needed a new distribution and kitchen and packing and storage area for our Meals on Wheels. And then our education center was so small that we have in our current space. We thought, well, if we build a building big enough, we can do both of these things. So the land was there. It's right across the parking lot from our current building, which we'll also keep because we still have stuff going on there and administrative offices and such. So we sort of thought about creating a campus where it's kind of a one-stop shop. You come and you can see us there. And the other thing is what we found is social dining has become more, people want it more because they were feeling very isolated and we wanted people to have a place to come and gather. So we're hoping to build out over the next year or so 4 days of social dining at the new site so that people can come and have a lunch meal together there. So right now we're doing it once a week at our current building, and it's limited, so we sometimes have a waiting list. I never want to have people wait for food. Last year when I was here, we had a waiting list for Meals on Wheels, and over the past year it grew to 200. Oh. We got some money from those congressmen.
Those guys.
No, we got some money from the legislature in Augusta, one-time money, and they did it again this year, so it's 2-time money now. It's not ongoing, but we were able to take that money and clear the waiting list. So,
aw, man.
So no waiting list right now for Meals on Wheels. We're accepting referrals.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
That really is cool.
No one should ever wait for food.
No. With your luncheons, do people stay and hang out? And
They do, and we try to wrap them around a program, some kind of event that we're doing at the center, and that'll be more of a focus now that we have the new center, which should open, hopefully, in August.
It makes me think of back in, the 80s and 90s when you had community centers where elderly people would go and they would play games or hang out or play whatever or do whatever, just have some social time. And I feel like those spaces are so rare now. So this sounds like that kind of community that they need.
It is. And Mahjong is very popular as a game that people play. Yeah. A lot of cribbage, people come and, it is a place to make new friends. And as we get older, our circle of friends gets smaller and smaller and smaller because people move away to live with family or they pass away or they go into a care facility of some sort. And so they get smaller and smaller. And this is a place to sort of expand that out again, which is really good for people's mental health.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And as adults, it's really hard to make new friends.
It is.
So this is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So much going on with Seniors Plus. Is there anything in the future that we should know about, or are you going to catch your breath as the building?
With the new building, yeah.
Well, we're going to try to catch our breath with the new building. I think there may be some transitions this year that are coming up. All right, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to retire this year.
You are?
Yeah.
Aww.
Breaking news, yes. I've been with the agency 17 years, and it's time. It's time for new leadership. And I'm excited about where Seniors Plus is going to go in the future. And I think, I want to get the building open. I want it to be up and running before I leave. And, so this is going to be exciting to see where it goes in the future. Because new people bring new ideas. And,
You'll come back and visit, right?
Oh, maybe.
On Fridays, will you come see us?
Maybe. That's a hard no.
Betsy, Tasting Tales is on Fridays.
Oh, well, Fridays, yes. So, Betsy, what's it like to be retired? Yeah. Oh, I like that. On the rocks. I've heard of that.
Espresso martini.
See, now you want to come back and hang.
Well, I might be back for that. That looks worth coming back.
We can talk about Seniors Plus or whatever.
Yes. Emphasis on the whatever.
Tell us about your retirement. We want to know.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
Yeah. And speaking of, how did you come to that decision? Because it couldn't have been easy.
No, I mean, I won't lie. I'm going to be 69 this year, and I think it's time for me to slow down a little bit. This winter, my husband wasn't well, and he was hospitalized a couple of times, and it made me realize that our time together is probably not long. You know, it's not going to be decades and decades. He'll be 77 this summer, and you know, your life can change in a second, and you just know when you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She felt it.
I felt it.
Yeah.
Although I throw this out there too. I will be looking to do something. I'm not sure what, because I can't go from
I can't picture it.
I can't go from doing to doing nothing. That's just not who I am.
Right.
I can only play so much golf.
Meals
Heard
on
that.
Wheels is looking for volunteers.
I did hear that.
But Betsy, do you have a clean driving record?
Shockingly, yes.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Oh yeah, I might have to stay over. Oh yeah, there's a hotel right there.
Yeah.
Just
you're
fill
all
the
set.
plate. You can get a breakfast.
Yeah, I may come back for that.
Yeah. You can get breakfast and then come here.
Yeah. Great idea.
Well, we already have your backup plan for retirement.
love it.
You just come here, you're a co-host, you hang out with us, and on Fridays
Exactly.
we drink.
On Fridays we drink. It'd be perfect.
There's a lot of people that drink on Fridays. I think that's
That's
probably
part of the deal, right?
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah.
because isn't Friday actually considered part of the weekend?
There's a lot of people that drink on Mondays, Tuesdays,
And Wednesdays.
Days that end in Y.
Out and about.
Only days that end in Y.
Betsy, when you reflect on your 17 years at Seniors Plus, what are you most proud of?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, that is a great question. I think I'm proud of the team that I work with. I have amazing people that have chosen to work at Seniors Plus, and I say chosen because there are a lot of choices about where you can work these days. And for a long time it was really an employees market where we're getting multiple job offers, and every time someone would choose us, I would thank them for that because they didn't have to choose us, but they did choose to work with us. And I think the people that choose to work with us are very mission driven. And so I think that's what I'm most proud of is people come to work every day wanting to do their best.
We're going to miss you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is there anything else about Seniors Plus or the breakfast or the center that you would like our listeners to know?
Just love to see you next Friday, May 15th at the Hilton Garden Inn here in Auburn at 7 a.m. Please try to get your tickets ahead of time because there will be limited tickets at the door, and they also cost $5 more at the door. So,
Uncle Andy's Digest is turning 30, and you're invited to celebrate with us. Join us Friday, May 22nd from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn Auburn Riverwatch for a night of celebration. For 3 decades, Uncle Andy's Digest has been Central Maine's community-focused monthly advertising publication, connecting local businesses with loyal readers. Enjoy 90s music from Palo Entertainment, hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, in recognition of our longest-running advertisers, and much more. Find all the details in the latest issue of Uncle Andy's and on Facebook. We can't wait to see you there.
Betsy, as you know, we like to close out the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions.
yes, I do recall
You
that.
recall that, right?
Something about flying cats last year.
Well, that must have been a Sarah question.
That sounds like a me question. Yep.
So Sarah and I will ask you 3 questions that have nothing to do with Seniors Plus. We're just trying to get to know you a little better as a member of our community. Betsy, I will start. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, God, you don't want me singing karaoke. My father once said to me, I don't know how to break this to you, but Barbara Streisand, you are not.
Wow.
I am not Sarah, let me tell you.
Aw.
What would be... Oh, that's Sonny and Cher song, I Got You, Babe.
I got you, babe. All right.
Yeah.
Does your husband back you up on it?
Oh, yeah.
You guys
Oh, yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
duet.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can never tell who's singing. Is it Sonny or is it Cher, Because their voices are almost identical. Listen to that song sometime. You will see what I mean.
All right. If you had to choose a stage name for yourself, what would your stage name be?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. What would my stage? Betsy Baby. I don't know.
Betsy, baby. Would it be like Cher, or it'd be just like Betsy?
Yeah, I think just Betsy. Yeah.
Just Betsy.
With a small B. I never.
With a little
small
B.
B.
I don't capitalize. I
Betsy
mean,
with a-
when I write my, yeah.
Betsy with a little B.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I
don't know
like
what
that.
means.
actually.
I don't know what that means, but
I like
yeah.
it.
Right.
I like it.
I got a call from one of my contractors last week, and I answered the phone, and he goes, Betsy, baby. Obviously, we've gotten very close to my contractors while they've
Really?
been building the building.
All right, Betsy, final question. If you were presented with a time machine and you could go anywhere for 24 hours and then come back, where would you go and why?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. I think I would go on that space ship that just went up to and went
the
around the moon, Artemis.
2, yeah.
Artemis 2. I think that would have been very cool to be there just like seeing the moon and seeing Earth from space, even though I don't really like to fly, but it just seemed like it was just so surreal that and everybody that was on that mission came back like just pumped.
Yeah.
Like there must have been something magic that happened up there. It just
They call it moon joy.
is that what they
That's
call
what
it?
they're calling
Moon
it.
joy.
Moon joy.
I don't know. I just love the vibe. It
So cool.
was just so like electric. I loved it.
I can only imagine that you would probably never feel more insignificant in your entire life
Oh, yeah.
than looking at the Earth from space.
Yeah.
Going,
You probably think like you're an ant.
yeah, what am I?
That's how I feel standing next to the ocean. I can only imagine being in space.
Yeah. Exactly. And yeah, it's so vast.
Did you hear that the toilet broke on the Artemis 2?
Yes, on the way up. And guess which astronaut fixed it?
The woman.
The woman.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course she did.
Of course she did.
Her last name is Cook. I think it's Christine.
I think it's Christy or Christine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually
I was so proud of that moment.
I know, right?
she went to the space station with Maine astronaut Jessica Meir. They did the first all-female spacewalk together.
Wow. A
Yeah.
lot of first, fixing a toilet and spacewalking.
I think fixing a toilet is number one.
I think so too. Everybody
Spacewalking
was
stuff.
really worried about the toilet.
Yes, I mean, why wouldn't you be? Right? You're in space. What are your alternatives? You're not going to pull over to the fast food restaurant. Although it wouldn't surprise me if they had a Mickey D's up,
my
up in
gosh.
space somewhere. Betsy, it is always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
It was fun. Thank you.
We so appreciate you. She is Betsy Sawyer-Manter, President and CEO for Seniors Plus. And if you'd like more information, go to seniorsplus.org. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite